Hi, Mrs. Nguyen here. This video is going to be talking about how to figure out fingering and the note names and where the fingers go on your instrument for violas and violins. If you're a cello, move on to the next video because this video is just for violins and violas. The way that we figured this out on a violin or viola is starting with the alphabet. So I'm going to write on a sheet of paper for you the alphabet, starting with A, B, C, and D. So if you notice, I wrote that down just on my piece of paper. I'm going to continue on with the alphabet, but I'm going to start back at the letter D. So I'm going to go from D to E, F, and G. So if you notice, I have A, B, C, D, then I have another D, and then it keeps going in the regular alphabetical order, E, F, G. So these are our two groups of notes that we're going to need for the violin. Now, if you remember on the violin and viola, our finger numbers are this. First finger, second finger is your second finger, and third finger is your ring finger. So when I put my fingers down on my violin, I'm going to put this as my first finger on my first tape, this on my second tape, and this finger on my third tape. I also have the option to put nothing down on my tapes and pluck an open string. So I'm going to write those numbers down on my paper that I just wrote the alphabet on. So I'm going to write 0, which is open string, 1, 2, 3, and then I'm going to do it again. 0, 1, 2, 3. So if you look, I have a 0, a 1, a 2, and a 3 underneath my first part of my alphabet. I have a 0, 1, 2, 3 under the second part of my alphabet. So this is exactly your fingers on the violin and viola. So this is my A string. No fingers on the A string is an A note. On the A string, one finger is called a B. On the A string, two fingers are called a C. On the A string, three fingers are called a D. So this whole category right here is just for your A string. That means your plucking finger is going to go on the A string. Down here, you see the D string notes. 0 fingers down is an open D string or D note. 1 finger on the D string is an E. 2 fingers on the D string is called an F. 3 fingers on the D string, 3 fingers on the D string is called a G. So those are all of our fingers. For our homework, for our concert, we're going to be working on page 13 for the third graders. Third graders, you do not have to do any high Ds. So for the whole concert, we're not even going to be worrying about this note yet. It will come up later, but for now, we're not working with it. So whenever you see a D, if you're in third grade and you're on page 13 in your book, you're going to be playing open D, which is no fingers on your D string. I'm going to hold this up for a little bit so you have some time to look at it, write it down in your book maybe, and happy practicing. See you later.